Tony Hsieh worked for a company where employee happiness is just as important as revenue. Most companies in America or around the world put profits as their number one focus to be successful. On the flip side, Tony believed that the company's success is not about profits, but creating an environment where employees can be happy, which later creates satisfied customers. In this speech, I'm going to discuss Tony's early life with his strong entrepreneurial beginnings and how Zappos became a very successful company under his leadership, and how leadership and legacy continues to form businesses throughout the globe. Tony was born in December of 1973 in Illinois. Throughout his early years, he showed a very significant entrepreneurial beginning, which later showed how he built Zappos into a very successful company. In his childhood years, he did numerous experiments with trying to build small businesses. His ideas ranged from greeting cards to running a worm farm. Throughout these experiences, he built skills that would later help him in his very successful career. He attended Harvard University and graduated with a degree in computer science. His first professional experience was working for Oracle for a very short amount of time, and then he co-founded Link Exchange, which later expanded and Microsoft purchased it. After Link Exchange was sold to Microsoft, he became involved with Zappos, and he invested in the company, which led him to being the CEO later on. While he was the CEO of Zappos, the company utilized a strategy that heavily involved customer service. Customer satisfaction was the company's highest priority. While you were an employee, you were expected to spend as much time as you needed to satisfy the customer. There were cases where customers were on the phone with employees for hours to make sure they were getting the right assistance. Annual sales exceeded $1 billion, which made Zappos one of the most successful companies in America. Amazon later acquired Zappos in 2009, but the agreement was to maintain the culture of the company. What distinguished Tony from other leaders is that he believed that company culture is what forms a company's success. He believed and argued that businesses should focus on creating happy employees because their service will be greater, which makes the customers happy. According to his book, Delivering Happiness, culture is not treated as a secondary concern and as an advantage. He believes that employees should enjoy being at work and want to come back in the same mood every day. An example of the philosophy that he demonstrated was that when you were hired on through Zappos, you went through extensive onboarding and training, and if they did not feel committed to the company, they were offered to quit once their training was complete. He believed that it was important to have a small group of employees that were very committed and dedicated to the culture rather than having a large group of not as dedicated. Throughout his life and even after, managers and leaderships of companies often looked into incorporating this culture into their companies so they can be as successful as Zappos was. His impact on Zappos lives on today, not just at the company, but throughout many other companies around the globe. Tony passed away in 2020, but his impact is still significant in the world today. Many organizations still use parts of leadership principles for building successful workplaces. Tony transformed Zappos into a company that is known to be the most successful in America. He did this through combining customer service and committing to employee happiness. His journey from when he was little to one of the most respected business leaders shows that businesses are not all about profit. He showed that investing in people benefits both the employees and customers.